Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tony'sPicks.com. I'm Tony T. Time for our NBA 3-pack from Ramon Scott. You'll find us pre-and plays over at Tony'sPicks.com. Ramon come off a monster Saturday, 594 units of profit for Saturday, having a great last 30 days, over 1,300 units of profit, all documented over at Tony'sPicks.com. College hoops has been nailing it as well the past 2 years. Ramon, what's happening?
Yeah, Tony, a fun day on Saturday with our two Final Four teams advancing with Connecticut. What a job they did, and of course Clemson with the stunner. So uh, obviously, Tony, with the action on uh, Sunday here with the other matchups and the NBA. I want to keep focused here on that as well. And of course, I meant Alabama, of course. That's why I'm stumbling here. So many games, I've lost my mind, but still going to preview NBA here, Tony, for Sunday. I've had a 9-2 day. Let's just cut to the chase and quit bumbling. 9-2 over at Tony'sPicks.com. So let's get to the show.
Let's get to the show. All right, we start here. NBA here with a 3-pack from Ramon. We'll get started here with the first game here on the 3-pack. Thunder and Knicks going head-to-head. Knicks 3 here, total 214.5.
I should know what's going on. I got a 40-1 Alabama ticket, so but then come on, they got to beat Connecticut. Okay, here we go, Tony, with the Knicks and the Thunder, and the story is all about SGA here in this one. We've seen this one kind of ticking down here as far as the total is concerned, but without the Thunder star in this game, I'm going to end up taking an under here. You have a Knicks team that's already gone under in 9 of their last 11 home games. Also 11-26 to the under at home overall this season for the Knicks. OG, he's still out for the Knicks as well. I know that hurts them also on defense, but for me, it just looks like another one of those Knicks games, Tony, against a good Thunder defensive team here is what it looks like to me. So, Giddey looked good. He definitely can run this. It definitely looks a little bit different. There's definitely more half court set to me with Giddey running the show a little bit over SGA here a little bit. So I'm going to take the under 215 with the Thunder and the Knicks on Sunday.
All right, Ramon Scott. Click the link below for his best bets. Thunder and Knicks. The pick here will be Oklahoma City and New York under total of 215. All right, we'll continue here. Reminder, guys, use promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll save 20% off all Ramon's pre and big packages. The link to his site in the description. All right, let's continue here on our NBA rundown as we get to the next game here on the board. It will be this one. Bulls and Timberwolves. T-Wolves laying 8 at home, total 212.
Yeah, Chicago's won 4 of the last 5 meetings, but they've been playing a few more in Chicago of late. When they play here, it's been pretty much all Minnesota. In fact, Minnesota 8-1 ATS against the Bulls here in Minneapolis. So it's kind of a home-dominated series, I guess is what I'm trying to say, Tony. But overall, just look at the direction of these teams. I mean, Chicago's lost 4 of their last 5. They've failed to cover in 5 of their last 6 games overall. Minnesota's covered 7 of their last 8 games. So I'm going to roll with a double-digit victory here and take Minnesota Timberwolves to keep getting it done here at this point against the, I guess they're fading now officially, the Bulls. They had a few moments here over the last month or so, but I don't know. Here on a Sunday, I'm gonna lay these points and take the Timberwolves to handle the Bulls comfortably tonight.
All right, Ramon Scott, get his premium picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. Look for the link in the description. Bulls and Timberwolves. The pick here will be Minnesota here, laying the 8 points. All right, let's continue here on our NBA rundown here, joined by Ramon Scott as we'll get set here for our next game here on the board. In just a second here, we're going to go ahead and move the chains as we get into the later games here for action here on the NBA hardwood. Let's get to the next game here, and it will be not this one. It'll be not this one actually. We're still going to go Jazz and Kings is what we're looking for here. So we'll keep it going, and here we go. It will be Jazz and Kings going head to head here. Kings 12.5, total 223.
Yeah, and with Markkanen and Clarkson both questionable, and this total already starting to move lower, I'm starting to wonder about their availability here, Tony, for this game. So I'm going to jump on this under now because it might be going lower as well. So hopefully, getting this video out, we're getting it out, and you're seeing this. But Utah's gone under in 6 of their last 8. Of course, they're on a losing streak here. They're in the tankathon here a little bit. I would think at this point, Tony, Sacramento has gone under in 6 straight, also under in 7 of their last 8 games at home. Sacramento usually wins this game but doesn't cover. But Sacramento, pretty good groove here right now. They 5-1 against the spread, but they, like I said, they're usually favored by too many points. But the way these one-sided teams have, I'll just forget about the side. Of course, I'll just take the total under. I'm not going to necessarily handicap a dozen points or whatever it is here, Tony. Like I said, they win, but they don't cover. It feels like to me a lot of times at this point. But man, is Utah going to have enough scoring to get the money here? I don't know. Let's just take the under 223 or so on Sunday.
All right, well, it's Scott here on this one. The Jazz and Kings, the pick here will be Utah and Sacramento under 223.5. All right, let's take a look over at TonySpace.com here for the Sunday card. Of course, Ramon come off a really good Saturday. 594 units of profit documented last 30 days, over 1,300 units of profit. College hoops combined last 2 years, 6,943 units of profit. All right, Ramon, we got a lot going on here in NBA. We also have the Elite 8 going on in college hoops, the action on the NBA board as well, 15 on the board, Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, we'll be in action. We know who's playing. We know who's going to be involved in the Elite 8 games on Sunday, and we'll see if we'll see who comes out of that. And we have big card NBA, big card Major League Baseball. That's where I think the focus will be for the majority of the picks. Of course, we'll be involved in those 2 Elite 8 games as well. Tony, for Sunday, we went 9-2 on Saturday over at Tony'sPicks.com. No one lights up the leaderboards like I do, so check me out over at Tony's Picks. Consider subscribing to my single day packages in those individual sports. I'll probably have it broken up into maybe into the basketball plays and the baseball plays. And if not, you can always get my long-term packages as well, get you all the way through next week. If you wait here, Tony, and get that 7-day pass, get you a week of Major League Baseball, and get you through those semifinal games next week as well. But man, it feels like it's going to be Major League Baseball. You know, there's going to be more openers, more day games, for more action. So consider getting a 7-day or a 30-day pass with me over at Tony's Picks. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout every time and save 20% off all premium pick packages over at the website, Tony. And college basketball is going away, but I plan on having a strong Major League Baseball season, and I think now we're starting to see that over the last couple of days, putting it all back together here real quick like.
That's right, guys. Got to work with Scott over at Tony'sPicks.com. We're going to show you the college basketball numbers. Fantastic for the last 2 years. Document over at Tony'sPicks.com. Nearly 7,000 units of profit, about 15 months. Also coming off a big Saturday's documented 594 units of profit. Last 30 days, 1,346 units of profit. All documented over at Tony'sPicks.com. Get on board with Ramon Scott right now. Click the link in the description. You'll land right on his profile page. That's where you can pick up his long-term passes. Remember, the long-term pass will give you all his premium plays for that time period you select when you go to his handicapper page and make that purchase, and we'll save you some money when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. Again, access Ramon's page by clicking the link you see there in the description. All right, Ramon also put together a 3-pack here from Major League Baseball. Give you some singles from college hoops and NHL. So make sure you like and subscribe, set those notifications. Look for those video picks from Ramon Scott. He's been red hot here on the side. All right, for Ramon, I'm Tony T. We'll talk to you guys later.